Hello everyone and welcome to what is our sixth socially distance or quarantine session. I am Adrienne Van Kieran with Tai Chi Healing Energies, and today we are going to have a nice, gentle, relaxed session. What the real focus is going to be on is making sure that we are properly grounded through the position of our bodies. We're also going to really focus in depth on the Qigong breathing and then go over a couple of self-massages. So we are going to go ahead and get started by getting ourselves nice and grounded through the positioning of our bodies. So we have our feet flat on the floor, the weight is evenly over the feet, we're light on the legs and the legs are bent, we do not lock them, the spine is straight, the tailbone is gently tucked underneath, and the head top is lifting the body. We're also open and rounded through all of the joints, so we're not restricting the flow of qi, our life-giving energy. So once we feel nice and grounded, just to warm up and start moving, we're going to allow the arms to float up in front of us. They're going to extend, come back, and sink back down. And again, we'll bring the arms up in front of the body. We'll extend, come back, and sink back down. Now we want to get that qi energy involved. So as our arms raise, we're going to imagine we pull our qi up our back and over our head. Let that energy fill the arms as they extend, bring it back, and let it sink back down. So a few more times with this nice opening move, just trying to get the body warmed up. And the concentration is really on being grounded and having the weight evenly through the space over the feet. So we'll do this one last time. Good. So from here, we're going to let the arms come up the center of the body. The palms will rotate overhead and the arms sink softly to the sides. So again, the arms will raise up. We're keeping the shoulders draped down, and then the arms go to the sides. So we want to get that qi energy involved, so let's let the qi spread to fill the whole body as the arms raise, and as they fall, we're going to return it to the dantian. So again, the arms come up, qi fills the body, and then it returns to that lower dantian as the arms come down. A couple more times with this, keeping it nice and relaxed. Good. From here, this time we'll sweep the arms open to the sides, again keeping those shoulders draped down, and let the hands sink down the center of the body. So let's involve that qi right away. So as the arms raise, the qi spreads to fill the body, and as the arms fall, we return that qi to the dantian. So this nice opening on the inside, and then this relaxed closing. We'll do this a few more times. Do check in with the body. Make sure that your feet are firmly rooted. Make sure that you have the sensation of the head top lifting the body as we do this. It's also important to keep those shoulders draped down as best you can. So we'll do this one last time. Good. So now we're going to go back to the motion we just did, but add on a little bit. And I'm also going to involve the breathing with this. So what I'd like you to do is allow the arms to come up the center of the body. You're inhaling as you do this. The palms rotate overhead. Pause here for just a second while you finish inhaling. Then I want you to bend over to your left, back to center, over to your right, and release as you exhale. So again, inhale, let the arms come up. Exhale, bend to the left, center, right, and down. Good. A few more times like this. So nice inhale up. As you exhale, bend to the left, right, and down. Good. Couple more times like that. So again, inhaling as the arms raise, finish that inhale, begin to exhale, bend to the left, center, right, and down. One more time, just like that. As you exhale. And relax. Very nice. If you need to kind of shake the shoulders out a little bit, feel free to do so. Whatever you need to do. Once you've gotten yourself relaxed again, we want to return to this ground. We're going to continue with these opening movements. So we're going to let the arms sweep out to the sides. We are going to turn over to our left, shift the weight over to the right. Your right arm falls down to the front and your left arm is behind. We're going to do that same movement on the other side. So again, the arms will sweep up. This time we will turn to the right, shifting the weight over to the left. Our left arm is in front and back to center. So we'd like to involve the breathing with that as well. So as the arms come up, we inhale, and then we exhale, shifting the weight over to the right and turning to the left, and then back to center as we finish that exhale. Then again, inhale, arms rise. Exhale, turn to your left, letting the arms fall gently, and center. So again, nice, and exhale down. And again. Do that a couple more times on each side, keeping this nice and relaxed. Really trying to match the breathing. So again, inhale, arms up, and exhale. Do that one last time on each side. So again, sweep the arms up, inhale, exhale, turn to the left and center. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Very nice. Hopefully, as we went through that exercise, you begin to let the breath help you move the body. If you did not have that sensation of the breath helping you to move the body, that's perfectly normal, and it just means, as in almost all things with Tai Chi, we just need a little bit more practice. So from here, the next thing we are going to do is go into our Qi Kung breathing routine. So remember, we're going to be practice embryonic breathing. So as we go through all of these moves, when I say hang, we're going to very gently pull the stomach in as we inhale, and at ha, we're going to let the stomach relax back out as we exhale. So we're going to be focused on being grounded. That's the big one here. Again, make sure that weight is evenly spaced over the feet. You've got the weight really sinking down, again, through the feet. You're not forward on the toes. You're not back on the heels. You've got that weight even, and the head top is really lifting the body. I'm also going to encourage you to be very light on the legs. There are a couple of weight shifts as we go through this. We're going to do the breathing twice. The first time through, we'll see if you can find them. The second time through, we'll discuss them a little bit. So again, keeping things nice, relaxed, and grounded. So hang, inhale, arms float up to the sides, and ha, they relax open. Hang, inhale, arms cross in front, ha. Hang, keep those wrists together, let them separate, ha. Hang, ha. Hang. On this inhale, we scrunch in, and ha. Hang, ha. Hang. Nice big stretch with this, ha. Hang, ha. Hang, turn and look to your left, and ha. Head back to center as you exhale. Hang, turn and look to the right, and ha. Hang, ha. Hang, let the arms rise up in front, and ha. Drop the weight through the soles of the feet and then bend over. And hang. Ha. Hang. Ha. Hang. As you rise, allow the arms to cross in front and ha. As you exhale, your left arm presses on heaven while the right arm presses on earth. And hang. Arms cross in front and ha. This time your right arm goes up while your left arm goes down. Hang. Ha. Left arm up. Hang. Ha. Hang. Ha. Hang. Ha. Hang. Allow the arms to float out to the sides. Ha. Hang. The arms cross in front again. Ha. Hang. Again, keep the wrists together. And ha. Last exhale. Very nice. Hopefully, even if you're not overly familiar with that breathing sequence as yet, hopefully you still feel a little bit better after going through that one time. We are going to go ahead and go through that again. What I do want you to watch out for is, again, being light on the feet and look for these small weight shifts that I talk about. The reason that we're shifting our weight back and forth in Tai Chi is it's said that if we are weighted on one side, we are driving the other side. And that's because of the crossover of the central nervous system. That essentially means that if I am rooted on my left side, I have concentrated the chi in my right side, and vice versa. The practical aspect of this is that we want to have the entire body working together to help facilitate these movements. So for example, even when I'm standing here and I'm turning my head to look to the left, I'm shifting my weight a little bit to the right in order to help give my body the momentum to do that. Same thing here when the arms come up in front and one arm raises and the other one goes down. With my left hand up, my weight is on my right. And then that's going to switch, and then you'll find the opposite. Like with all things, this takes a little bit of practice, so just look for it yourself. The big key is to stay grounded and stay light through the legs. So we will go ahead and do this breathing sequence again. So take just a second to make sure you feel nice and grounded here again. And then we will start. Hang. Ha. 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 Hang. Looking for that weight shift. Ha. Hang. Ha. Hang. Ha. Hang. Ha. Hang. Ha. weight shift to the right as the left arm goes up. Then hang, ha. Now the weight's on the left. Hang, ha. Hang, ha. Hang, ha. Hang, ha. We're going to extend this part of the breathing just a little bit. So hang, keep the arms crossed in front, and ha, left arm rises again. Hang, ha. Hang, ha. Hang, ha. Hang, ha. Hang, ha. Next inhale, the arms are going to sweep out to the sides. Hang, ha. Hang, ha. Hang, ha. I don't know about you all, but I feel so much better after going through that sequence again. The reason we extended the part where we are doing this a little bit is to hopefully give you that nice feeling and flow. Again, if you weren't feeling that for yourself, it's perfectly normal. It just takes a little bit more practice, which basically is what especially this session is all about, is kind of getting you back in touch with the true basics and then focusing on that. So the next thing I'd like to do is the Chinese cultural facial massage. So we are going to rub those hands together because we want to accumulate this healing chi energy between the palms. You're looking for the sensation of heat building right in those palms. If you're not finding that, taking the chill off your hands is enough. So the first thing we're going to do before we rub our face in an up and down vigorous motion 36 times is to take the hands, cup the hands over the eyes, and take this healing chi energy, especially to the backs of the eyes. They might feel as though they have a nice warm blanket wrapped around them. Once that energy dissipates somewhat, then we rub our face in this up and down motion, counting to ourselves 36 rubs. And again, these facial massages are designed to be stimulating and vigorous, bringing blood and oxygen to the area being rubbed. Once we've rubbed the face up and down, we are going to rub around the ears. This is another good time to make sure that you are staying in structure. You want to make sure that your tailbone is still tucked underneath with a straight spine and that your shoulders remain draped down. Don't let them creep up to become earrings, keep them down. Once we have rubbed around the ears, the next thing we're going to do is a pull down motion along the sides of the nose. Again, 36 times. Once we've done that, we are going to consciously unclench the jawline. This is a very important part of this massage. And then back and forth along a nice, relaxed jaw. And then the final part of this facial massage is going to be the throat or thyroid area. So 4 fingers on one side, thumb on the other, and straight up and down. You want to do half of these rubs with one hand and half with the other. One thing I do want to urge caution in, especially with this, is that we're making sure that head top stays flat and we don't lift it to elongate the neck. Because Tai Chi has to have an exception to every rule, the last part of the facial massage, where everything is done 36 times, is going to be a lower back massage that we're going to do 49 times. I'm going to briefly turn my back on you for demonstration purposes. Please forgive my rudeness. So we will start with the hands near the waist and rub down in a V shape towards the tailbone. We can use our palms, we can use the backs of our hands like this, we can use our thumbs like this to avoid strain on the shoulders, or we can use our imagination. The big thing with this is to do this rub 49 times, really with the intention of helping the lower back. I will also say if you spend too much time at your computer or sitting in general, something like this massage can be very helpful for that. You don't have to do the entire facial massage to benefit from that back massage. In Tai Chi, again, one of our philosophies is if it hurts, rub it. That's because if we are rubbing an area, we are bringing blood to that location. Qi, your body's healing energy, follows the blood. It also brings increased oxygen to that area, in addition to rubbing out some of the tendons and muscles and things like that. So 2 more massages, technically 3. We're going to go ahead and do the hand massage, which if you're a student of mine, you're relatively familiar with and have seen before. So to do this, we rub the palm of the hand 3 times, 9 times with the opposite thumb. So what that looks like is I'm going to rub once towards the thumb, once towards my first finger and middle finger, and once towards my ring finger and pinky finger. That was 1 set. So now I'm going to do that 8 more times to make that 9. Realistically, when you're first learning these massages, it's more important that your intention be to help heal the hands and to take blood and healing Qi to that area than making sure you're counting correctly. Once we rub the palm 9 times, we're going to start with that thumb and pull out. We want to put gentle pressure on the hand. We don't want to pull too hard, and this is where listening to your body really comes into play. Same thing with that first finger, we pull that finger out 9 times. From the middle finger on, we push back in. At this point, we are not pulling out, we are only pushing back in. We do that with the middle finger, the ring finger, and the pinky finger. I am also going to highly encourage you to make sure you do each of these fingers individually because they are all individually deserving of the same amount of attention. Take a second, notice the difference in the hand that you massaged versus the hand you have not massaged as yet. If you're anything like me, I notice every time I do this, I say the hand I massage and it's up higher because it feels light and airy. It has more space between it. While the hand I haven't massaged is just kind of eh. So let's show this hand the same amount of love. So again, with the thumb, we're going to rub towards the base of the thumb, then towards the first finger and middle finger, and then the ring finger and pinky finger. That was 1. We're going to do that 8 more times to get to the 9. Once you are familiar with how this massage works, you will likely find yourself doing it very often because it is so helpful. Again, with that thumb, we pull out 9 times. Same thing with the forefinger. From that middle finger onwards, we are pushing back in. This has to do both with the way the tendons and ligaments run in the hand, and it also has to do with the way traditional Chinese medicine says that Qi typically flows, which for the most part, and I can hear my students saying now, up the back and down the front. So if we bring the Qi energy up the back and down the front, that pattern repeats on the arms as well. So down the front and up the back. So essentially when we are pulling down on this thumb and forefinger, we're helping to pull the Qi down and then getting it to go back up. So we're encouraging that Qi flow with this hand massage. It is fabulous for anyone with arthritis, anyone that spends a lot of time on their computers, or any of your artist friends. They should definitely know that hand massage. So just 2 more massages I want to go over real briefly, and they are stomach massages. They can be very helpful, and I have, none of my students have really wanted me to put their testimonial on how well these massages work on my website as yet. Not that I blame them, but they can be very helpful for any kind of gastric upset. So if you are feeling gassy or bloated, you've overeaten, maybe you have a little bit of diarrhea, we want to help soothe the stomach. So remember with this, I'm going to be mirroring you. So what I'm doing is putting my hand in my fist, I'll do it this way. And so now you want your right hand in your left palm. You put your fist against your stomach below the level of the navel, and then counterclockwise, just rotate around the stomach. So again, you're doing this counterclockwise and simply rotating your hand around the stomach from underneath the navel up and around. You might notice that as I'm doing this, I've loosened into it a little bit and I'm shifting my weight from a grounded position. This is only going to help things. So again, if you have an upset stomach, this massage can be very, very helpful. It's also good for any ladies that are having menstruation problems. The next massage that I want to show you is if you're feeling a little bit backed up, you're having difficulties going to the bathroom and need to help move things along. Very simple massage. We take whichever hand is most comfortable for you. Take that hand, you're going to place it with the pinky against the stomach right underneath the sternum, so right where the ribs come together. And then we roll our hand down, and when we end up, our palm is facing down and it's basically at our navel. So again, our palm is up, our pinky is against our body, we roll the hand down, now the thumb is against the body and the palm is facing down. This is the entire massage. It is super simple. But I have, again, lots of personal testimonies as to how effective this massage is. So hopefully you can start using one of those massages. Again, either the one where we are bringing our arms or our hands around the stomach, applying gentle pressure to help soothe it, or maybe this one where we are feeling a little backed up and need to help move things along. Again, part of the reason these massages are so effective is because your intention is there, as is your healing chi energy. And that plays such an enormous role in Tai Chi. Just the last thing I'd like us to do is come to a nice, relaxed, grounded position again, and we are going to take 3 nice breaths in and out all together. So hang, inhale, ha, exhale. Hang, ha, hang, ha. I know I feel better. I very much needed this very relaxed session. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to next time.